don't you arrest us?
Why don't you get out?
And you must realize that this is a national issue. It's not a Selma issue. It's not an Alabama issue. This is a national issue. Whenever anyone does not have the right to vote, then every man is hurt.
And it's time to stop it. Like right now, you got the power. You got the power.
You beat people bloody in order that they will not have the privilege to vote. You beat me in the side and then hide your blows.
Well, go on.
No, I don't need to leave. We have come to register to vote.
It started with a bridge named after an Alabama state senator and grand dragon of the KKK, who supported the rights of slave masters during the Civil War. On March 7th, 1965, the bridge did not merely stretch across the Alabama River. It marked a crossing point in the conscience of a nation. They came dressed in their Sunday best, not to provoke confrontation, but to assert dignity. 600 men, women, and young people gathered in Selma, Alabama. They were led by John Lewis, a 25-year-old chairman of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee who had already endured jailings and beatings for the cause, and Hosea Williams, a seasoned organizer with the Southern Christian Leadership Conference who had worked alongside Dr. King in some of the movement's most pivotal campaigns. Dr. King himself was not physically present that day, but his call to disciplined, nonviolent protest was unmistakably present in spirit and strategy. Just weeks earlier, Jimmy Lee Jackson, a 26-year-old church deacon, had been shot by an Alabama state trooper while trying to protect his mother during a peaceful demonstration in nearby Marion. He died days later. His death became a catalyst. Selma became the battleground. The ballot became the demand. As the marchers ascended the Edmund Pettus Bridge, they walked toward uncertainty, aware that resistance awaited them, but committed to moving forward anyway. At the crest, they saw a line of Alabama state troopers and deputized men, armed and ordered to stop them. They were given 2 minutes to disperse. Then the order was given. Tear gas thickened the air. Nightsticks struck skulls and shoulders. Mounted officers drove horses into the crowd. John Lewis's skull was fractured. Amelia Boynton, an educator and longtime voting rights advocate who had helped organize the march, was beaten unconscious and left lying on the pavement. Ordinary citizens were brutalized for demanding what the Constitution already guaranteed. The nation watched, because this time, the cameras were there. The violence of Bloody Sunday forced America to confront what black citizens in the South had endured for generations.
And President Johnson said American citizens have a right to protection of life and limb, whether driving along a highway in Georgia, a road in Mississippi, or a street in New York. Look at the clubs raised by the policemen hitting demonstrators in New York. I want to show you a picture here from the Philadelphia route. Look at the clubs there, and look at people on the ground being beaten. Can you see that? I hope that you will just look at that. Governor, I'll pull that you just a moment if I could. I'm going to show this, though, because we've had a lot of distortion.
And 5 months later, on August 6, 1965, the Voting Rights Act was signed into law.
There is no Southern problem. There is no Northern problem. There is only an American problem.
But the bridge itself did not transform the country. It was transformed by the courage of those who crossed it, their discipline, their refusal to retaliate. Dr. King would say, "We must meet hate with love." On that bridge, love did not appear sentimental. It appeared unbreakable. The bridge still stands, not as a monument to violence, but as a testament to moral courage. On March 7th, 1965, they crossed a bridge that changed history. Today, we are called to cross our own, with the same courage and conviction. At the King Center, founded by Mrs. Coretta Scott King and led today by Dr. Bernice A. King, we remember Bloody Sunday not as distant history, but as a continuing call to action. The work of nonviolence remains urgent. The protection of voting rights remains essential. We honor those who marched by committing ourselves to justice, love, and courageous engagement in our own time.